Sean Zattel, BoxingVoice.com, here with one of the best middleweights in the world, Willie Monroe. Fresh off a very big victory over Gabe Rosado. Assess your performance tonight, Willie.
I think I did well. I think I did what I was supposed to do, which was fight intelligently. You know, he came in to try to be the bully. He said it at the press conference. He said it in all of the lead up to the fight that he was coming to knock me out. So when you got a guy that's coming and bringing pressure like that, you know, you had to be smart and make him miss, make him pay. That's what I did tonight.
Was him talking that trash heading up to the fight, was that him maybe knowing you're such a slick boxer that he has to try to sucker you into something of a brawl? Do you think it might have been something like that?
It's pretty much that. But I had a brief talk with my dad right before the fight, and he told me, don't let him take you off your game. When you make him miss, make him pay, but don't let him take you off your game. My dad told me that, my brother told me that, and I stuck to that, and I prevailed tonight.
Yeah, it did work great. You got the victory. But like you said, when you fought against Triple G, we saw the combinations more and more than the pop shot. And was that because of what Triple G was doing or because of your own game plan difference tonight from that night?
After I got dropped, I just wanted to get up and fight. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, he done put me down twice. I got to get up and get that back. So I just started fighting off straight heart. You know, it wasn't really intellect. I was just like, man, I got to swing with this dude. You know what I mean? I got to back him. I got to make him respect me. So.
Got an all-Mexican crowd tonight. Was it getting to you at all when a few of the boos were happening during the rounds?
No, because they don't walk in my shoes. You know, I have to win these fights. You know, I tell people all the time, you know, I don't show up to other people's job and tell them what to do. You know, I don't show up to a corporate office and tell them how to run their books. I don't show up to McDonald's telling people how to flip burgers. I don't show up to Walmart telling people how to run their registers. So don't show up to my job trying to tell me how to do it. If you don't like what you see, go get a popcorn. You know what I mean? If you don't like what you see, go get a beer. You know, they say things look better when you're drunk anyway. Go get a beer, right? So
do you feel like it's false when there's that sentiment from a lot of boxing fans that it's not enough to just win? You gotta, you know, especially on a stage like this, you gotta do something to make sure you get invited back to the dance next time. Or does that not matter? You just gotta win and worry about the next.
You just gotta win. If you look down the lineage, historically, smart boxers have won all the mega fights. You know, when you talk about punchers and knockout guys, how many mega fights have they won? You know, you talk about Tyson, his 3 mega fights were the 2 with Holyfield and the 1 with Lennox Lewis. He didn't win. You talk about Tommy Hearns, he won championships, he won titles, he beat some good guys, but when it came to mega fights, he didn't win. But when you talk about mega fights and you talk about strategic fighters, you're talking Floyd Mayweather, who's the master of mega fights. You're talking Roy Jones, Andre Ward, exactly, Sugar Ray Leonard. So when you look down the lineage and you see that the more intelligent fighters were the ones who won the big fights, I mean, I don't think that's a bad lineage to follow.
When you saw Rosado's eyes during that fight, was he really frustrated? Ringside, it looked like you had this guy really frustrated because you're outboxing him, but if he goes for broke, he's just going to get hit more. Yeah,
I mean, I saw the frustration in him, but you also have to appreciate that because he's a blood and guts warrior, you know what I mean? And he come for that action, you know what I mean? My job is to not do what you want to do, it's to do what I want to do and make you adjust to me. So, but I mean, you got to respect Rosado, man. I mean, he's beat a lot of top guys. He's been in a lot of top camps. He's gave a lot of top guys problems. So
that was my next question. Overall, what's your assessment of Gabe Rosado?
He's an awesome fighter. You know, I'm not mad at him. It wasn't personal for me. He's an awesome fighter, man. I had fun tonight, though.
Now, if Golden Boy matches you with Canelo, is that dumb on their part?
I don't know. We got to wait and see.
He seems to have a problem with guys that move on him, not guys that come at him.
But Canelo's a champion.
Right.
So him and his team are probably going to go to camp. If they have to fight me, they're going to go to camp, and they're going to train and look at ways to nullify that. And I'm going to train and look at ways to nullify what they do. And that's why I think it'll make for a great fight.
I heard you say earlier that after you stepped out the ring with Triple G, you said Canelo's going to beat this guy. Is that how you still feel? Well,
like I said, styles make fights. Like I said, you know, 10 minutes after I got out of the ring with Triple G, I said that, and my argument still stands. Canelo fights better when you're walking to him. And Triple G is the type of guy that will walk you down. However, Triple G is not particularly fast, and he's not particularly super athletic, you know what I mean? But he's very, very, very strong. But Canelo has a good chin. So, I mean, if he's going to walk to Canelo, who's faster and more explosive and throws bigger combinations, I mean, Canelo could pull out a 12-round decision victory, you know what I mean? And if you look at the fight with me and Triple G, I got my best work done on the inside and the body work.
Right.
So, and Canelo specializes in that. So I just think skill-wise, overall, I think Canelo would win. But, I mean, it's like any other fight. You got to watch it and see the outcome, you know.
If not Canelo, what do you want next, Willie?
I heard Billy Joe Saunders call me a bum, so get him over here.
That would be a hell of a fight.
Beat the hell out of that boy.
Would you go to England to do it?
Beat the dog crap out of that boy. In England. Here, I'm sorry, I don't want to sound arrogant and stuff, but, like, he came off and called me a bum. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think you get to be top 10 in the world by being a bum. And I did it the hard way. You know what I mean? I came up fighting guys that were supposed to beat me, and I beat them. You know what I mean? He came out of the Olympics. He had people mold his career. So, of course, he want to stand over there and talk big crap like that. But put his ass in the ring with me. Sorry for the cuss words.
Thank you for the cuss words, man. What are you talking about, man? Man, I hope we see that fight next. Thank you. Thank you, Willie.
No doubt.
No other sight in the game could see the boxing voice.